The most important thing about Psytrance Percussion is layering and sound design. Instead of going through my folders, what I do is I import it to a sampler and I reshape the sound in the same way that I do with the kick, and I keep the attack and lower the part of the sound that I don't think is appropriate. Once I have done that, I start layering. Even though you might see this and you go, dude, I can do it with a fade out. Yes and no, I mean, the time that it takes, imagine. You can do whatever you want. It's so much better. To this one, look, I took away the attack and I also did some shaping. To this one, again, shaping, and this one, I did nothing. This one, also some shaping for the shaker. Again, reshaping for the hi-hat. First open hi-hat and then second open hi-hat. Before applying any type of EQ filters, taking away the low end of everything and stuff like that. When you have that, you start grouping. Like in this case, I have kick and bass, snare, and hi-hats. And now we can start processing. To the kick, I haven't done anything. It's picking around -2. Snare, hi-hat, and percussion. I don't have yet percussion. Maybe we'll make another video with percussions. And the bass one is the drum bass, drums and bass. Open hi-hat, we are at -9. And I clip 2 dB. All right. Nothing major. If we go in and out, I can barely hear any difference. Cool. So that's what I did more or less, I added a standard clip and I try to keep the 1.5 to 2 dB max. All right, -5, -7, all right. This one, the shaker, I did 1.5 instead of 2 dB. All right, so there you go. I did that on the groups. The hi-hats, funny enough, even though we clip on individual channels, still quite a lot. Like we clip 2 dB on every hi-hat and it went from +2, 1.8. So now if we come here, instead of +3 or something, +2.6 it was, okay? So now obviously is 0.2 less because all the hi-hats and claps are clipped and blah, blah, blah. What does it mean? It means that overshooting occurs when similar frequencies are on top of each other. If I solo the snare and the hi-hat, it goes above because the hi-hat goes above, right? Let's clip the hi-hats again. In this case, I didn't do anything because it's just going over. There you go. So just engage it. Again, a little bit better, right? Okay, so if we listen to kick and bass plus snare, every time the snare hits, we go over +1. And if we have the hi-hats on top of the bass line, we go over +2. So again, just a 2 dB clip. And we are finally back to 0. There you go. Perfect. Now, let's check out the limiter, and there you go. There you go. The limiter is not working. Therefore, it's going to be loud, because it is actually pretty loud, if I remember correctly. Yeah, -7 RMS, and the kick and bass is -1, meaning if I push that 1 dB up, it's actually -6. Anyways, what I'm gonna do now is do an blind A/B test, and you let me know in the comments down below which one you like the best, A or B. Grab the files in the description down below and let me know.